Excuse me. Alright, we're playing more Yume Nikki. We just got to the other side of the train. It's a similar tile set. In fact, it's like pretty much the exact same tile set, but the atmosphere is totally different. These women standing next to this lake, their hair drifting towards the lake. You can't really say anything to them or do anything with them. I think we do get something from here, though. There's a lot of things in this game that once you know how it ends, you start to kind of connect different dots. But for anyone who doesn't know, I'm not going to spoil the ending. Because I do feel confident that we'll beat it eventually. Anyways, these are quite freaky. They kind of remind me of lotus roots. It's like you'll get that if you're... What's that called? Tryptophilia? Trypiophilia or whatever? The fear of basically uneven holes saturating something's surface. It's not something I've experienced too badly myself, but I can definitely see how this game would play into it. Oh! Oh my gosh, this is where you get it. I thought you got it from one of the 8-bit worlds. You can ride on a broom with this. Isn't it great? And it goes like slower than walking, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I love it so much. This is one of my favorite effects. The fact that it's slower than walking, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe the same speed, but it certainly isn't faster than walking, despite the fact that you're literally flying. Okay, so this unlocks something else that we can do, which is great. But we can't go any further than this, it looks like. Unless we can Minecraft it. Go! Stab the tree. Stab the tree. Alright, well, we'll settle for that. Oh, it feels terrible. The only one that ever got me was a Photoshop picture of lotus seeds coming out of someone's knee. Oh, this is different now. Isn't it? Or not. Maybe that guy just happened to be off screen before. Yeah, I think now we've seen what we've seen. This thing is intriguing. It's flashing. Bioluminescence. Are the other ones like coral forms of it that are now in the non-moving stage of their life? I don't know. Alright, so we'll get back on the train. Now it's these guys. Gotta hang out with them for a bit. I like the one that's crossing their leg. That's great. You don't want me to sit with them though. There's no space over here to sit. Oh, there is! Oh, well isn't this just lovely? Oh. Oh, how great. So we're going to ride the train back because I vaguely recall that there's actually a third destination you get to if you wait a little longer. But I might actually be mixing it up with the remake of this game of all things. Which would be, you know, I feel a little embarrassed about that. But, well, that's kind of cool. You can choose to kind of like lean forward in your seat without getting up. You have to press the action button again to get up. You can also get up without leaning forward, so it's all very strange. All these like bizarre, tiny little idiosyncrasies that you feel like can't possibly been worth the effort to code from any sort of rational standpoint. They really seem to speak to a different sort of passion for working on this. Like, there's certain artistic projects where you can tell that it was made... So we can't go that way. It was made with the goal of completing a vision inside of one's head. Like, they have some idea for a game, they do all the parts of that idea, and then the game is finished. And then there's more of the passion where it's a project driven by the act of creation itself, where you don't necessarily know what you want to do or even why, but you're just driven to create a certain type of thing. And the sort of bounds of this project, what ends up happening with it, are dictated entirely just by the time you can spend on it. You just basically pump as much as you can into it with the resources you have, just to continue having that experience of creating it. And so it ends up containing all these like little things that just kind of get added for the sake of adding them. These things that don't really seem to have a purpose or connect with anything else you're doing, or only connect on like a deep personal level. All right, let's go back here. And not anything close to something that would be like a selling point of the game. Not that anyone's ever had to pay money for this game. I really do wonder about Kikiyama. I wonder what sort of passion led him to make this game, or her, or however they're addressed. I wonder what the kind of hopes were for it. Alright, so now we're back here. And maybe we can try to explore first this desert area a little more thoroughly. And then we can head back into the town, because I'm pretty sure there's some stuff there we hadn't done before. We went to the 8-bit world from there, but I think there was somewhere else we could have gone to. Aha, see? I thought there was some more to be found. By moving through these plants, it's a little bit of a maze. I kind of like this sort of implied maze, you know, where you're just kind of finding the areas that aren't entirely walled off. I'm going to keep trying to go from here because it's easier to kind of go back once we already know how far we can go than get all distracted and have to make our way all the way through again. You know what I'm saying? Maybe? Or maybe now we've gone too far. We're not going to be able to get back to that little gate. Now I don't know where we are. This doesn't feel kind of like maze-like anymore, or like a place we had to work to get to. Oh, hello. Oh, great. Alright, sweet. That was totally worth it. That's the towel. Oh, how awesome. You can't do it too often. Oh wait, no, maybe you can. Maybe just pause a bit before if you're moving. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it so much. I totally forgot about this one. Alright. So that's good, that's good. At first I thought we made a big mistake and we weren't going to be able to find the gate again, but now even if that is the case, and we don't see what was through there, we at least got the towel. And I feel like making some sort of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy joke here, but it doesn't feel absolutely necessary, so I think I won't. So I guess I should try to head back to where that gate was. Because since we found the towel here, I'm not really super optimistic that there'll be anything more. It looks like we're looping. So we just need to look for kind of like a big forest, and it could be on any side of us now. Like this standalone plant I think we've seen before, so I think we gotta head back lower when we try to loop around here. Been watching this show, Saran Zanmai. Ooh, I thought something might happen there for a second. And it looks like this... Do you see how it stutters just slightly? Am I crazy, or is it just for an instant? Does it seem like the... Ah, maybe I'm crazy. I wondered if that was the loop point. I wondered if I happened to see that when the game actually loops you to the other side of the map, there's like a very, very slight hesitation. But I'm not sure of that at all. This is, I think, maybe where we came from. So let's try to get back through here. It's sort of interesting, this idea that it's like a loop, but then when you go through like a very specific spot, that kind of prevents you from hitting any other areas like vertically or vertically along that line. Like now this will take us out. Yeah, all right, cool. Let's go through here now. Is this where we got the knife? Yes, it is. Okay, well then let's go back, because I think there's more, definitely more exciting things to be found here. Maybe we can go like up or something. Down. Oh, this looks, no. Maybe there's more to be found. Ah, no, but we already found the towel. Feels like that might be it. Alright, so then let's head back to the main area. And we can head into the town if we don't find anything else. What was I just talking about? There's some point I was gonna make. Wait a minute. Did we go here on the way? Yeah, I'm not sure. Is this yet another path to go up from here? Maybe? Or no, this is all just caged off. Oh, no. No. We're good. We're good. We're good? Wait, are we good? Are we just good? Oh, no. No, okay, alright, we're good. This I kind of feel like we did before. No, we didn't. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Thank you for that. In the middle of this desert, where everything is very sterile, the only thing that we saw moving around was the towel. Suddenly there is this vision of one of the recurring motifs of the game. This monkey-looking thing? And we see elements of this in various places. In the bottom right... Do I still have my cursor? No, the cursor can't go on. But you know what I'm talking about. The bottom right is like the same sort of face that's in what I refer to as the math area. Some of the faces on the wall. On the top, there's that kind of heart-type shape is in the background of one of the like neon-looking stages, I'm pretty sure. On the far left, hanging from the monkey's tail, is also quite similar to the math face, but slightly different, and maybe we see that somewhere else too. And then of course this pattern we see all over the place. It's on like various rugs and carpets. It's one that seems like it's always in situations where it's been like mechanically produced, like it's not necessarily a natural occurrence, but is some sort of decoration. So it feels like, I don't know, somehow cultural by nature. Where can we go from here? This we just came... No, we came from down there, I think. No, we came from here. Yeah. There's nowhere else to go from here. Is there? No, I don't think so. What to do? Guess we have to keep trying to figure out how we got here in the first place. Which I would have guessed would be something from this direction. This is where we just went up now. Yeah. Is there somewhere else to go from here? I don't think so. Or no. It's very devious the way there's slight paths that there's. You can go like a bit in some directions. Oh. Okay. But no, not okay. Well, that's quite teasing. That's not what I meant to do, but I'm fine with that. Oh, just now, I forgot that you could also press C to open the menu. So I was pressing what I thought was Z to open the effects menu, and then instead just pressing the other menu button, which is X, closing the menu, and being quite confused. If you were wondering why I just opened and closed the menu several times for seemingly no reason. Okay, so this is the theater. There's nowhere else to go from here. I guess we ought to watch it again just while we're here. And these, I think, are some pretty stock, like, paint.net type effects, some of them, which somehow just adds to the charm, I think. Because some of them aren't. And just thinking about the things that Kikiyama must have done to make all of those different images, what kind of inspired them for each choice, the order that they play while it's flashing. These are all choices that this person had to make while working on this game, while including this thing that doesn't progress you at all, that I'd say probably most players wouldn't see, because, you know, wandering around this maze, not the easiest thing. And even if it is something that makes it into guides, which, I don't know, for all I know it could be, it's even kind of funnier to me that, like, you do all of that, and it's just to see this strange little animation, which gives you nothing else. Okay, so this is where I'm pretty sure we came in. And if we keep going up this way, we'll get to the town. Yes, yes. But let's explore a little more in this desert. The desert so far has been pretty rewarding. And yet there's still one particular thing that I thought was in this area that I thought you got to by kind of making your way through these little twisty plants that I haven't seen yet. I don't want to spoil what it is, because it's really weird. It's really weird, but really great. As is this whole game. This is where we just came from, but let's confirm. I can't confirm or deny because everything looks the same. No, I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe let's just give up and go into the town. Because there are other ways to get to this area, so even if the thing I'm imagining isn't just some crazy fever dream, then we can maybe find it in some other spot. I really do think it's here though, or like that it's not just something I made up entirely, because it is in the remake, and it doesn't feel like something that the remake would add. No offense to the people who made the remake. Well, I guess actually I did kind of mean a bit of offense there. All right. So before, when we went here, we ended up talking to the guy. He whistled us away, and we were in the charming little 8-bit world. I'd like to explore a little more, and I think there's like one of these houses with a door open that can take us someplace. But if we don't end up finding anything, or we find stuff and then we just go back here anyways, remind me somehow to go into the 8-bit world and we can try out all the effects that we've gotten since the last time we were in 8-bit world and see what they look like and have some fun with them, as we were wont to do. Because in the end, we play video games to have fun, and I genuinely have a lot of fun playing this video game. Alright, exciting things ahead, like Total Darkness. Next time, join us for Total Darkness.